Conversation with myself like this better work. That's why I get peace of myself almost every verse. I spent my whole life grinding, I ain't asked for help. I used to starve as a kid, I had to feed myself. Remember all the hard times we kept trying, and we rise and we fall. The times we had to walk, now we stay flying. Now we grind till we ball.
Foreign whip, switching lanes, bet not go against the grain. I was busting licks and I was scheming. Broke as fuck, but still coding, dreaming. Came a long way. I ain't had shit but some hope. Off the muscle grinding, slinging dope. I done came a long way. They be trying to duplicate my hustle.
Welcome to another episode of Artist to Artist podcast at the AV Club. It's your boy Westside, and I got a special guest with me today.
Yes, sir. It's your girl Nyce Da Beast. Big BRS.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. We here, man.
I want to say thank you for pulling up for this interview. All right. And,
Appreciate you for having me.
Oh, most definitely. Got to. So I want to start off with the first question, which is, who would you give credit to putting music in your life? Like, as far as like people around you playing music for you, like who would you give that credit to?
First and foremost, I'm going to give that credit to my dad. He always was a big music person and stuff, and growing up, he always was, like, into music, playing music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a lot of friends that was recording artists and stuff, and I would always tell him, like, Dad, I want to get in the studio. And, you know, I just, like, love music, like, as a child growing up. And then I started, like, writing a lot just to, like, vent and stuff. But not really writing music, but just writing a vent. And then that's really how the love for music came about.
Okay.
Know?
So you grew up around a lot of artists?
Not necessarily, but my dad, like, was around a lot of artists. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I was around my dad a lot. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, pretty much like that. Okay,
so what would you say where the spark went off as far as, like, when you was like, you know what, this is something I want to do?
Cause you know I'm originally from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica, so when I came to the United States and I seen like rap music going on and how people expressing themselves, and you know I wrote my first song, and I was like, yeah, you know this is something that I want to do for real. Like I see myself as an artist. Like I see myself getting far with this. Like I'm good at it naturally. It's like it was born in me, for real. Like. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I know I could take this far. And when I know I could be a rapper, when I made my first song, I was like 18. And I made a song like my homegirl closet set up and stuff. Like I did a freestyle to that song, one of Drake's songs. I did a freestyle to one of them songs. It was a freestyle to the I Love Bad Bitch. I'm my fucking problem.
Oh yeah,
that song. I did a freestyle of that and I put it on YouTube. And then all my classmates was tapping in and was like, yo, that's hard, like you slid. And then that part, that thing really made me take it to the next level and lock in and like really become an artist for real.
So would you say like you starting in that phase of being in school helped you kind of like get that motivation to say, you know what, I can take this to the next level?
Yeah, like seeing the reaction on, you know, social media and stuff and YouTube and going to school, people like, oh, you snap and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna really do it then.
Okay, no, that's real. That's good. Like honestly, to get that exposure and that experience early on and let you know like, oh, okay, this is something I really can do. Because, you know, in the beginning, it's just like a hobby or something that you like, you know.
Maybe I could do it.
Possibly, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know, you know. You listen to music and you're like, okay, I see them doing it, but what it look like for me.
Right, exactly.
So like, how was that for you, like, as far as, like, figuring out who you want to be as an artist when you started making music?
Well, who I wanted to be when I started making music, honestly, I, like, really was just... Like, the artists that I liked back then, like, I was really going off of they, like, vibes and how they was making music. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, you know what? You got to be authentic. So I started to write more about myself and more about what I was going through and, you know, using it like a diary for real and expressing myself. And then I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, like, me. I'm going to, like, be me. I'm going to rap about my real life situations. I'm a rap about turn stuff because, like, you know, I like to have fun. Yeah. You know, I be like the life of the party. I turn up. So, you feel me? That's where Black Rockstar came about. And, you feel me? At first, my name was just Nyce. So it was like, all right, and I'm gonna just like do some shit for Nyce. Then like Nyce, it stands for noise you can't escape, because my niece is spelled different. It's not like niece, it's spelled Nyce.
Yeah.
So it's like stand for noise you can't escape. And then one day, one of my homies, he was like, shout out Oso, he was like, man, you gotta put Nyce Da Beast, like. So that's when I added the beast to it. And I was like, all right, Nyce Da Beast. And then I just ran with it like that. And everything after that was Nyce Da Beast. Like, you know, I rap. All my music was from me, like from my hard experiences I done went through and all the turnt shit that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's real. Okay, I like that. I like how you came up with the name and then added the beast to it. It flows with it perfect.
Right.
So tell me, like, you said you from Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
So, like, tell me how that was as far as, like, going from Jamaica to here, as far as the difference in cultures and things like that.
It was a definite, like, culture shock when I first came here. You know, I was young. I was like 8 or 9 years old. It was different because, you know, a Jamaica lifestyle was obviously completely different from here. And I was home with my mom in Jamaica. When I came here, I was solely with my dad and my stepmom, and, you know, my stepsisters and brothers and my sister. So it was real different. It took me a long time to adjust. Like, you know, in school, people wouldn't understand me. I wouldn't understand them. You know, I'd be cursing, not know I'm cursing, because certain curse words here is not a curse word in Jamaica. So, like, I'm saying shit.
Yeah.
And you feel me? Shit is a curse word here. It's not a curse word in Jamaica. So, like, you know, it took me time to adjust, definitely. I mean, it wasn't easy. I went through a lot of, like, you know, bullying phases and not getting accepted and things like that. So that way I just started to learn the American culture. Obviously, you see my accent is not, you won't even tell I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so it was tough, but, you know, I got used to it.
So would you say that, like, experiencing those things early on created, like, kind of like a grit or like a overcoming spirit when it comes to your music?
Definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
That's good. Okay. All right. So tell me, as far as like with the music, right? I know you started off in your homegirl closet, but
Yeah.
when at what point did it you got the exposure from your classmates, but where did it go from there? What was your next move from that point?
All right, now from that point, my homeboy Low Key, shout out Low Key.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, he was like, man, you good. You know, we was going to school together and stuff. He like, man, you good, man. I got a homeboy that got a studio. He engineer and stuff like that. He also had a studio. Like, he made his own studio. Shout out HK. HK made some beats on that project right now, All or Nothing. He had a studio in his garage. Like, he done built a studio in his garage. So, like, from there, I started going to HK studio. Like, spending hours in the studio just perfecting my craft, like working on how to create hooks. He taught me, like, you know, like, you know, how to add ad-libs and to spice it up and stuff like that. So now I'm there spending hours in the studio just recording. And, you know, that's when I really, really felt it, like, that I had it, like, you know, and I just created, I think, a mixtape from there. That was my first real project I created in the garage. Yeah, like, from there, you know, I knew I was an artist after that. I did my little photo shoots and started getting my songs played and did little performances. And from there, yeah, that's why I knew, like, yeah, this is my destiny, you know?
No, that's real. Okay, so I have a question, because I know you said, like, you had to work on the craft, the ad-libs and the hooks and things like that. So, like, as far as, like, ad-libs, like, what's your process for that? Like, how you worked on getting better with your ad-libs?
Honestly, it was natural. Like, I go off of, like, how I started the song. And, like, my ad-libs, I just think of ad-libs as enhancing your song. So, like, I was like, okay, what I could say to enhance this or make a person feel this bar better or feel the intro more. You get me? So that's when I came up with the woo and the, you know, and the, you know, like the hypeness. But sometimes some songs don't need too much ad-libs. So you got to pick and choose now. So you got to be like, all right, I don't need to do too much on this because your bars sometimes speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, when you feel like you need to, turn it up a little bit, you just add a woo, or, you just, something in the background to just enhance it.
Okay. So, like, as far as working on that first project, what was the obstacles that you faced with putting a project together? Because putting a project together is not like anything else. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
how was that for you?
For that first project, it was a little, I would say it was cool, but HK was one of them people, like, you record your songs and then, like, he won't send it to you off the ripper. So, like, I, like, record the song, then I had to wait to hear it. So I wouldn't even really know how the song sound because he want to, like, make sure it sound good all the way and, want to drop it at the right time and stuff. So obstacles I really faced was, like, I would say freestyling for real instead of writing, because I used to, like, just be in the studio so much that it would just be freestyling. Like, I just say whatever come to my head, But now I learned, like, to really just sit down and write. Like, there's nothing wrong with writing and just make sure you're saying the right thing. Because sometimes I go back and listen to it. I'm like, yeah, you could tell I freestyled that and just was saying whatever came to the top of my head.
No, that's real.
Yeah, and then also marketing, like, I would just drop it and, like, not promote. Just let good music sit.
Yeah.
And that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to drop, get it going, pushing it, and you know what I'm saying, letting everybody know, like, yo, I just dropped, like, check it out and things like that. I would just, like, let it go and let it sit and just thinking that somebody gonna just pick it up.
Find it.
Yeah.
No, that's real. Honestly, I feel like that's something that artists do deal with.
Yeah.
Because, when you starting off, in your mind, you're like, yo, the music is great. People gonna find it. It's like, I ain't got to do too much, but it really is like the thing they say where it's like, if a tree fall in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound, right?
Right.
So, with social media, there's so much going on. It's new content like every second dropping, right?
Yeah.
So if you drop one reel or two reels and say, yo, song out, just dropped it.
Yeah.
Did it make that much of a noise? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really keep reminding them, because let's say your homegirl got on at 3 o'clock, but you posted at 6 and they got off before 6. They might not even seen the post.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it really is posting it different times and catching on to different ways, because it's all an algorithm. Everybody got a certain time that they like to get on social media. Right. Some people is right when they get off from work. Some people is when they on their break. Some people, before they go to bed. So it's different people on at different times. And if you really want to get the maximum out of your music, you got to, try and get in touch with each single one of them groups.
I agree. Stay consistent. And don't doubt yourself. Sometimes, like, the biggest thing for me, it be like, it's like me versus me for real. Like, I be my biggest critic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I should have said this, or I should have worded that different. When other people like, man, this shit fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, for up-and-coming artists, I feel like we be our toughest critic. Like, we be in our own head, holding our own self back. Like, that's why now it's like, I'm just gonna drop, I'm gonna promote. Like, I can't do God work for them. Like, what's meant to be gonna be. Like, stop trying to hold myself back,
Do you feel like you might overthink sometimes when you're in the process of creating?
Yes, all the time. All the time.
So that's something you would say, like, you working on, like, loosening up, like, let me not overthink this too much.
This time I did that with this project. I ain't really do too much overthinking, even though I still did.
Yeah.
I ain't do too much overthinking.
No, that's real. I know I do that sometimes. I'll be in the studio listening to a song and I'll be like, hey, you hear that right there? Like, hold on, play that again.
Yeah.
And they just sitting there looking at me like, bro, it ain't nothing there. Like, what you talking about?
You're the only one hearing it.
Nah, it's just something about it. And it's like, nah, bro, it ain't nothing there.
Yeah. It be like that, man. We be our toughest critics. For real.
Thanks. But I feel like it makes great artists too. Yeah. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't put as much effort into it, and you wouldn't try as hard, and you wouldn't put your best foot forward. So, you know what I mean? Like, and there's some people, I'm an overthinker too.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like you, where I feel like, damn, I wish I cared a little less. Maybe because then I could just be more free with it, rather than being more stern on myself. Like, yo, did you deliver that right? Did you? Is that line hard enough?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like, can I go a little harder?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some people, they might just go in there and just say whatever come to mind, and they're like, that's
let
the
it
song.
Loose. Yeah, let it fly. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's real. Okay, so as far as like with the marketing, right? What are some of the things that now you looking to do to kind of like get yourself more out there compared to like with that first project? That was like that waking moment. Like, okay, we did this work, we put this out, but we didn't work it like how we were supposed to work it.
Yeah. Marketing is one of my like weaknesses. Like, but I say this time, with marketing, I think I want to do more reels, more Instagram reels. I want to take advantage of TikTok more, like, and just use my music more. Really, like, instead of using someone else's music as a background or something that I post, I'm gonna use my music instead. Like, and also, it's probably old school, but still hit the streets and go out there and promote yourself and promote myself and be like, yo, I just dropped my album, check it out. Subscribe to me on YouTube, and just go out and do more networking, like face-to-face networking, meeting people. I mean, we are in Miami, this is a hot spot where a lot of opportunity. Yeah, it's a lot of opportunity. It's a lot of space and opportunity. I just gotta not have myself in that box. Gotta get myself out my comfort zone and go out there for real.
Nah, that's big. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people don't utilize the space, right? So because you from here, you out here, you know, you kind of get blind to what's around you. You kind of get numb to it, right?
Yeah, like, oh, it's whatever. We up the street from this, we up the street from that, but we never know who's gonna be there that night.
Exactly. You could be in a club and like a celebrity pop in, or A&R pops in, or a producer.
Yeah.
And they 10 feet away from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's opportunity. What are you gonna do with it? Right. So like when you go to events, what is something that you do when you go to events? Like whether it's a showcase, whether it's, networking event, how do you go about those type of events?
When I go to like networking events, like I just try to like, shake hands with as much people as I can and, introduce myself and figure out what they got going on, let them know what I got going on, swap Instagrams and things like that and see if we could probably collab on something, and just try to see if, we could benefit one another, one hand wash the other, so that's what I've been trying to do now when I go to these events, and also like showcase my own talent. Like, if I have an opportunity to perform, I perform, and just try to show my skills.
Nah, that's real. Honestly, I feel like not enough people do that, right?
Yeah, because I feel like in Miami, everybody feels like they too big, So it's like people feel like, yo, the celebrities don't mean nothing sometimes because they the celebrities, Because in Miami, it's a lot of motion, of course, we see. So it's like people used to, a regular person we grew up with having $100,000 around their neck, driving a $50,000, $60,000 car, so they feel like maybe a celebrity can't really do much, which, they can. They can really show you things you never seen,
Yeah.
Show you a legitimate way to make funds and, turn your business to another level. So I really try to get out of that mindset and really try to network for real. And I'm a very humble person. I don't never feel like I'm bigger than the program. So I just try to keep it like that.
No, that's real. Honestly, a lot of people don't understand that you never know who knows who and who knows what.
Right.
And it could be the person you least suspect that got the most motion in the room.
That's the most quietest.
The most quietest, and they might just be sitting there just watching everybody and just smiling, and you don't know this person got all the connections. They might have been the one that orchestrated this whole thing. You don't even know.
Facts.
So, when you get in there, make connections, talk to people, get some information, be
be as serviceable also, you know, because people like information. If you can give them something, oh, you know what, I got something to give you back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how information and blessings flow, honestly. Just
Exactly.
being that kind of person that's like tangible, that knows things, that, oh, okay, this person resourceful. Like, yo, I need this person around because, you know, they know this or they got connections with this. And that's all it is, networking.
Yeah, facts, for sure. I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So tell me, what is it like for you as far as like with creating music in South Florida, right?
Mhm.
What has that process been for you? Because it's not like, let's say, like a smaller town or a smaller state or city where there's not that much media outlets or there's not that much, you know, artists where you know, bigger fish in a smaller pond type of theory, right? So what is it like being an artist out here? What is that experience for you?
Man, this shit here, it's like, they call it crab in a bucket. Shit like a crab in a bucket. Like, it's like everybody trying to do the same thing. And it's like, boy, they see one person trying to go up, it's like 20 motherfuckers pulling that motherfucker down. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I never understood why. I don't get why it's like that here. Because it's like other cities, Atlanta, California, New York, like, they be boosting their people up. Like, but Miami's like a dog-eat-dog world out here. But it's like that with any and everything. So music, they just see that it's another form of, like, it's like a hustle now. Like, it's not much people doing it for the passion. Like, you know, I'm doing it for the passion. I've been doing this for years. So it's like I watched it change from passion to just popularity and motion. So it's like if you ain't got the popularity and the motion, your passion don't matter. Your skills don't matter. Like, you gotta have something.
Yeah.
Or you will get overlooked. No matter how hard you is, no matter how much bars you got, no matter how fast you rap, no matter how good you rip it, no matter if you like a junior Lil Wayne, yeah, you rap good, but what you got?
Nah, that's facts.
Like, literally.
That's facts.
Literally. You don't see they not signing people no more that don't got no bread for real. It's like you gotta have something to bring to the table with the music. Cause even if your music ass and you got bread, they flying you up to the top. And that shit just crazy to me.
Yeah.
So it's like at one point they had me questioning, like, what shit, is this dream that I had as a child really what it is? You know? As I grew older, I'm like, wow, is it really what it is, or is this all a facade? But, you can make your own reality. So that's how I think of it. I'm going to make my own reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do me. I'm going to do it with my passion, and I'm going to make my own reality. Yeah.
No, that's real. I like that right there. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. I feel like in order to succeed out here, you got to have tunnel vision.
What?
You gotta have them horse blinders on. You can't see what left or right doing. You really gotta just stay focused on what you're doing and just keep going, because you might drop a song, you see artist A, they just dropped the song and it went crazy, like getting all these views, but you hearing it and you like, well, it don't really sound that good. Like, you know what I'm saying? But compared to yours, it sounds better, but it's like, but he getting all this love, like how that work? So it's like you never know what they're doing to even get that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we know there's ways and different kind of avenues people are able to get certain success. So,
right.
Your path is going to be different.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. A lot of people don't make it because they're too busy wandering around looking what everybody else doing. And they get to the point where they get discouraged and they feel like they're not doing enough or they're not doing good. And so they like, you know what? I don't even want to do it no more.
Yeah. Can't get discouraged. You can't even follow Instagram. Like, you 93.3% of Instagram is fake. So nobody gonna post they downs. They only gonna post when they up.
Exactly.
So you just gotta just really, like you say, tunnel vision, lock in with yourself, and then just do what you gotta do for you. Somebody gonna hear it. Somebody gonna feel you. There's too many people in this world, bigger than Miami. So it's like, even if Miami don't feel you, somebody else in another city might feel you, and the whole city might feel you. and you go turn up in that city. And then guess what? Once you turn up in another city, your city, which is Miami, gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, I knew what, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just how it is. It's weird, but just gotta flow with the motion of the ocean.
I feel like they support when they feel like you out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, damn, I can't pull up and see this person no more. I can't call them and get in touch with them.
Yeah.
And because they don't want to feel like you too far gone, like oh, now I'm a support.
Yeah, facts. You hit it on the head. For real.
It's crazy because honestly, it's strength in numbers. Like, there's many artists, there's many platforms out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as many businesses and you know, people in the industry that lives out here, because it's huge artists that live right down the street type of thing.
Yep.
Right? And it's like, if it really was everybody supporting or everybody locking in what's going on here and just pushing, you know, talent up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we seen with Atlanta. That's what we seen with different regions when they all lock in like that. Like, you could get someone that's up here and this person down here, they ain't got nothing, they ain't got no music out, but they see the talent, they see the potential, they see this person getting in the studio and creating their craft, and they're like, oh damn, like, this person,
working.
You know, let me bring them up to the service. Boom, and the next thing you know, they take off, and it's like, wow, it's crazy.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know, out here it get like that, like you said, like, people just like they could see you and they might not even let you know they see you. You know what I'm saying? They just watching from afar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as they see you taking off, oh yeah, I been seeing you doing this, da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like, damn, give people their flowers while they here, man. Like, give people their flowers.
Oh, that's real. Okay, so tell me, as far as like when you're in the studio, right? What's your process? Like, do you have any certain requirements when you're in the studio? Is it punching? Is it writing? Like, what's your setup when it comes to recording music?
I'm not really a punching artist. I did one song on the album that was punched in. That was a City on Lock. Everything else I wrote prior. Like, I like to meditate. So I like to be in the comfort of either my home or maybe the beach or somewhere. And then I put my headphones on. I'll go through my beats, and then I see which beats I like. I choose the beat. And then from there, I make a hook. Once I create a hook, I don't really pressure myself to finish a song right then and there. I like to give myself time. Like I say, I do this for like healing, like meditation. So it's like, when I hit the studio and I like schedule my recording hours and stuff, when I get there, I hop straight in the booth. Feel me? Go in there, I'll be done recording one song in about 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, because you already prepared, like you got your mind locked in already.
I've been there, wrote the song. I've been there, rehearsed it. And then, like, if I have any other time left, that's when I'll squeeze in something else. I'll be like, yo, you got a beat? Like, as the engineer, yo, you make beats? Go listen to they beats. And then, boom, I'll go ahead. And that's when I'll, like, do a punch in and create a song right then and there and stuff like that.
Okay, that's real.
Yeah.
So tell me, as far as, like, when you working with people, right, what are some of the things or the qualities that you look in for, like, whether it's engineer, producer, or manager, or anything of that sort, that you value when it comes to working with you?
I'm big on, like, energy. Like, I'm big on energy, like energy and respect. Like, you know, like, if somebody like, oh, hey, how you doing? And, you know, as like, oh, how you like your, like, what mic you want to use? You got a mic preference? Like, I don't like when somebody just throw me in there and give me a mic and shit. Like, you know, as for my mic preference and shit like that. Oh, you want some water? You know, just big on respect and energy and things like that. Because, you know, coming from the honors, like, my grandma, like, she was big on respect. So, like, that's instilled in me. Like, I don't like disrespectful things or, like, bad energy. Like, I'm big on that. If I feel bad vibes or bad energy in the studio, I'm going to pass on the session. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I could tell that's part of y'all for real, because that's even like one of y'all phrases. Y'all be like, respect. You just be so, like, you just, was good, respect. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real. Okay, so tell me the biggest change from, like, your first project to this project now. What would you say has been the biggest scale up in your music as far as your body of work?
I mean, wow. It's It's a lot of changes. Like my cadence has changed, like my delivery, my flow, my choice of words.
Mm.
Like I changed, I elevated, like I evolved, like I watch myself evolve, like I hear myself evolve. Like it's crazy. Like from my first project till now, I would say that I really grew
Mm.
as an artist. And it's like I grew within myself because I experienced life changes. I lost people and it just made me go harder. Like it made me go harder and seeing how long I've been doing it and I just feel like this is what I needed to do.
Mm.
So it's like anytime I write now, it's like I always listen to my old music and stuff like that. And I always hear like my inner child. Like it's like I do it for my inner child that seeing the bigger dream and seeing the bigger picture. And I feel like, dang, like I'm almost there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I hear a lot of like changes in myself. I say I elevated, especially with the words that I use and my cadence for sure.
No, that's big.
And my delivery, you know.
No, that's big.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as like what's some of the things you got in the works right now? I know you just dropped this project, but any songs or visuals that you got in the works?
Yeah, so I just dropped the project All or Nothing. I dropped Talk to Me Nice music video the same day I dropped the project.
Okay.
I also have Go visual. I should be dropping that either this week, Friday, or next week. I also got Rolling Stone visual dropping, and I'm planning on also doing a mini vlog as well. And I started my own label, Black Rockstar Music. So, yeah, I got a lot going on under that because I got merch as well. So I got clothes dropping underneath it and things like that. That's another thing. Like since I've been doing it for so long, and it's like you feel like you getting overlooked. I'm like I'm gonna start my own label. Like
Yeah.
so I started my own label. So it's like I'm pushing my own self. So it's like I remember when I first started, I was like, man, I want a record deal. I want a record deal. It's like I'm not even aiming for a record deal no more. Like I'll take a distribution deal, but as far as like a record deal, I feel like as long as I can keep doing what I'm doing, and any gain is a huge gain to me. Even if it's a small gain, I celebrate it like a huge win.
Yeah.
So it's like eventually, like I'll get there. You get me? So it's like I'm just working on new stuff. Even now, like maybe a deluxe to this project, and probably like to add a feature on Talk to Me Nice, for sure.
Okay. Do you got a specific favorite on the project, like a certain song that stood out to you after you recorded or listened to the whole project? Maybe you favorite?
A Long Way is one of my favorites.
Long Way.
A Long Way is one of my favorites. And City on Lock is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love the whole album, but then I got Nonstop with Wiz having. Shout out Wiz having.
Shout out to Wiz.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well.
Okay, no, that's big. So I want to thank you so much for pulling up and doing the interview.
For sure.
Tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah, you can search me anywhere on any platform. Nyce, NYCE space DA space BEAST. Nyce Da Beast. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, anything.
Okay, perfect. Hit that notification bell so anytime she dropping anything as far as new music, videos of that sort, you'll get it directly to your phone. Also them vlogs. So when she start dropping them vlogs, you'll get it directly to your phone. Also, hit the notification bell on Artist to Artist Podcast. You can get a notification for every time we drop with new artists and new content creators or podcast collaborations. And if you're looking to start your own podcast, hit up the AV Club Podcast Studio. We got great lights with the 4K cameras, and we got a great location. We got you.
Valid for sure. Y'all tap in. Don't get tapped out.
Let's go.